welcome back, everybody. Second hour of electronics with you. And as I promised you, we're going to do a whole hour of Bose products. Now, great reason to buy with us with Bose is the fact that, you know, Bose doesn't discount very often. Once in a blue moon on a Today Special, we might get a little bit of a discount, but there's such great cachet with Bose. It's such a great company that they just don't have to do it. So what we try to provide is the top quality of Bose, but we try to do it with something we call FlexPay, which is an ability to be able to stretch out the payment so it's not so tough all at once. You go to a regular electronics store, you can plunk down $600 for a you know, the Wave 4. That's a lot of money all at once. We give you the ability to be able to break it up here. And we're doing free shipping and 5 flex on all Bose anyway. So we do have some that's VIP that gives you a little more time to pay it off, and we'll mention those. Are we doing Facebook Live this hour too? All right. I'll be manning the iPad momentarily, and we'll be taking your various messages. If you have a question for myself or lovely Miss Leah, who's here right next to me. Come on over, Leah.
Hi.
Hi, darling.
Good morning.
A lot of people picked up the Roku, and now they're thinking about this. This I would say is even probably it might even be more gifty than the Roku because you're giving the gift of sound. And with this, it's Bose sound, so it's very, very special. This is called the SoundLink Bluetooth speaker. I have a version of this that I absolutely love. It's in my little. I built a little workout room in the back of my house, and it's in there, and it blasts out the music. It's so great. Danny uses it. He loves it too. This is the SoundLink. This is the color one. This is the one that's got that kind of galvanized, almost like a rubberized cool exterior, water resistant. You can use this, you know, kind of indoors out there. Don't let it get rained on, but you know what I mean? You can use it at the park. You can use it at the beach. I love this. It's got amazing sound technology. Plus, it's got that great water resistant design. What we're officially calling it is a galvanized silicone. That's what it is. So it has that kind of cushy, rubbery feel to the outside. Awesome colors with this, and available in black, and it's also available in red. It only weighs about a pound, a little bit more than that, has about a 30-foot range. And I will tell you, if you've ever listened to Bose before, it's unlike anything else. And in this case, it's $50 off.
Which is huge. Bose
we did get to
on
discount
sale.
this. I know, we don't normally get to do it. Easy to pair up. I mean, it takes 2 seconds. You're going to love it. So, and this was on the other day and went crazy. People
Absolutely. Because this is the one that so many people have been picking for host pick.
It's the perfect size.
It's the perfect size to go with you anywhere. Yeah. And it's Bose. If you're not familiar with the Bose brand, you just may not have been around for the last 50 years. Bose has actually been around since 1951. And I was so pleased when they asked me to be part of the Bose team, because what you're getting here is the utmost in quality. If you want to think about high-end sound, Bose sets the standard. That's why they're in the Sistine Chapel. That's why NASA is using them when we go into space. When you think about even the NFL games, right? You see all the coaches on the little speakers on their headphones. That's all Bose. Why do so many people trust Bose? Because it is quintessentially the leader. The brand that you're getting here today is the best of the best. And this is our most popular Bluetooth speaker from Bose. This is the one that, of all the different varieties that we have, of all the different brands that we have, this is the most popular. It is the original when it comes to the SoundLink, and it was the first that we ever did with Bose in colors. So you have this great holiday red. We have the classic black for you to choose from. It's going to be totally portable. You plug it in, and after it's fully charged, it holds the battery for 8 hours. So you have no cords, no cables, no wires, and it can play music for you, or your audio books, or, you know, sound for your movies, whatever the case might be, for 8 hours. You have automatic playback here on your controls on the top. So here is your on-off switch. Here's your Bluetooth. Right now it's connected to my phone. I'll show you that. If you wanted to plug in an older unit through a cable or auxiliary, you can do that as well. There's a port in the back to play off of that. Your play and pause and your volume controls. Now, how do you normally listen to your music? For a lot of us, it might be something like this. We're listening to our little phone.
Let me get really close.
Can you hear that one? Right? Now, what if we do this without changing the volume? I'm just going to say listen via Bluetooth. Now we got a party going on.
That's amazing.
Now we're talking holiday music, right?
I love it. When I turn mine on, every time I turn it on, I'm always like, how is that sound coming out of that little box?
Exactly, because again, here's the difference. Listen to via device. I didn't change the volume.
It's coming out of the phone, which so you can't hear it.
It's just coming out of the phone. So here we go. We'll play the, let's just jump to the next song, Joy to the World. And here we go, now coming out of the speaker. Now, what's really cool is that same speaker that we can control here, we can control from 30 feet away. So now, guys got the party started up here. I'm in the next room. I can still control, you can still control your speaker, move to the next.
If we were in a big room and there was like 15 people in there and we were all having fun, you could be way over there and you could say like, oh, I want to turn this music down.
Turn down the volume.
Yeah, I want to turn it down.
Turn down, turn up the volume. You can do that as well. So wirelessly, no cords, no cables, you're Bluetooth connected. And Bluetooth is just a fancy way of saying wireless. I think the party started here, right? Everybody's jamming out in here.
Listen, there's no distortion.
And think about this for the holidays, because as you go to grandma's house, now you can take that party with you. You can take that music with you. You don't have to connect to anything other than your Android phone or your iPhone or your tablet, whatever the case might be.
So cool.
And can you hear the quality of that sound? Let's talk about sound, because I know you know a lot about it.
Yeah.
When it comes to Bluetooth speakers, you could buy 5 of them for, you can buy them cheaply, and then you keep replacing them.
Yeah, if you want to buy a crappy one.
Exactly. Then you keep buying it again and again and again. Here's the difference with Bose. When you buy Bose, you buy quality. You have something that you're going to have for a lifetime. I've given this as a gift over the years to family, to sweet little Faith, my niece in Dallas. You're going to have something, to my father. You're going to have something that is going to be a lifetime gift. When you give the gift of Bose, it's that moment when they open up the box and they say, wow, that person must really have an appreciation for me, because the quality that you have with Bose, exactly, is something that is world-renowned. So whether it's for the holidays or whether you're listening to something that is, your regular day-to-day music, if you like country, you like pop, you like a little rock and roll.
Background music in your little office cubicle, where you just have something nice.
Exactly.
That's why it's always so popular around this time of year, because for what you just said, I think there's such cachet with giving a gift like this. Like, you give this to somebody, and they know that you've probably spent a little bit of money on it. They won't know that you got it for $79. They'll think you spent $150 on it, or $129. But there's such a great cachet, and it's so worth it. There's lots of things that have a name that aren't really worth much more. You're just paying for a name. I always think of luggage and things like that are made of freaking polyester, and yet you still pay this ridiculous price. But what's nice about Bose is, and Leah will get more into it later when we talk about the Soundwave radio, because she's going to break down how the sound is made. But it's this proprietary technology that nobody else has. A lot like Apple, when Apple has theirs, and Porsche and Rolex and all these really, really well-made machines is what they are, that just produce something that is so far and above everything else. Do you have to pay for that? Yeah, but that's what makes it such a great gift, because you may not buy this for yourself. You may be like, well, I would today because it's on sale, but you may not want to spend, like on the Wave, you may say, listen, I'm going to buy the Wave for the family. All right, because that's a $500-600 gift, and I can say, listen, now we can listen to our Christmas music and our holiday music and New Year's and all that stuff. New Year's Eve, we'll have great music. But with this is still at an affordable price point, even though it's Bose. So giving as a gift is a huge deal. If you have a boss that you want to buy for, who's not going to, this is one of those ones, you could give it to anybody and nobody's going to return it.
Exactly.
They're either going to be like, I have one, I'll give it to my sister, or I have one, or I'll put it in my office.
Exactly.
They will keep it every single time. It's that great. It's such a great quality name. And it's our most affordable price point in the show, too. So if you are thinking about a gift, maybe you want to get something extra for your hubby. Maybe your hubby, works in a place where, he's got his own little space, and he would love to have some holiday music throughout the year, or any time of year, as Leah said earlier. This is great. Remember, you have about 30 feet on the Bluetooth, and let's talk about Bluetooth for customers out there that don't know what that is or have heard of it and have always been too embarrassed to ask what it is, because everybody knows what it is except for maybe you. Here's what it is. All electronics right now, your electronics, phones and things like that, new stuff has a Bluetooth channel on it. All you do is you go to your settings and it'll say Bluetooth, enable Bluetooth. You hit that button and it'll turn this on, it'll find this, and it'll do what they call, they'll do what they call pairing. And in the beginning, you'll see this little blue dot up there. That's when it's pairing. And then once it's established, and you'll see it, it'll say, established on your phone. You're
connect,
good to go.
Right, and you can connect 2 devices at once. This actually has audio prompts, so it'll walk you through which language you want to use, and then it will walk you through pairing with your device, and it tells you when it's automatically paired. Now, what's nice about it is that this one is now paired. You can see the light is white, and it literally is now paired to my phone. So what's great is you can pair up to 8 different devices, and it will remember those devices. If you want to do more than that, you forget one of them, add another one. It'll have 2 of them at the same time, and it's the smallest, lightest, most affordable Bluetooth speaker ever from Bose. Now, the quality on the inside means that you have something here that is super high efficiency. You have 2 transducers that create this full, lifelike stereo sound from this small size. You have dual opposing passive radiators. What does that mean? They move in conjunction with the transducers so that you have great high quality at low frequencies. You're gonna have great high quality at high vibrations, and yet it doesn't jump across the table. You can have this big sound without it, you know, like moving. You've had those Bluetooth speakers, right? Where you crank up the volume and then suddenly it's like bouncing across the table.
Right.
Here you can crank up the volume, and I'll do it for you now. And it doesn't jump anywhere, it doesn't go anywhere.
When you touch it, you can feel it.
Right.
Because it's very powerful, but it's built in such a way, it's like a controlled, smooth, rich
and
sort of
speakers
sound.
on both sides, from the back and from the front. And do you hear how smooth that flute is?
I know.
I mean, you can hear, then we're gonna go up to like a piccolo sound, right? I mean, you can hear every little note. You can hear every little instrument. Now it's starting that swell. It's almost like you can hear, you can see that little orchestra conductor, right? Doing this.
And isn't it amazing that something so small, now the dimensions of this studio are probably, I don't know, 100 by whatever. It's huge. The ceiling goes up about 45 feet.
Yeah.
So this is a giant room, and yet it's loud, and it's right here, and it's loud to everybody in here. Of course, you know, big room has different kind of acoustics, but when you have it in a regular living area or an office area, or even if it's a party area, you know, like maybe you've rented a room and you want music that will actually fill the room. I'll tell you, this speaker does the job. It does it great. Now, if you want to really crank it out,
there it is.
Wait till later, and we've got the wave coming up.
Wave
and
coming up,
that's
yes.
just, I got one of the original waves many years ago. Probably, I think it was about 11 years ago when I got it, and I didn't get it here because we didn't carry it then. I wish I did. And that thing is still cranking, and it still blows me away every time I turn it on. So it's that kind of technology. Yes, there's a premium on it. Today you can get it for $50 off. I'm sorry that we just have blue, red and black, but those I think are really great colors.
Holiday colors.
We carry it in other colors, but those are gone. But the red, that's a great Christmas holiday gift. And black, I love black too because you barely even see it. Like in front of you, you can barely even see it. It's kind of disappears.
It does.
So if you put it in a corner, people will be like, where's that music coming out? And then when you look at this name right here, that's pretty much everything. Okay,
Bose, exactly.
That's the little badge of quality
of honor.
and honor, if you will. And you get that to go with it. Okay, we're just about out of time. It is on FlexPay. It's only $13.33. Everything in the Bose show is either 5 Flex or better, and everything in it is free shipping and handling. So that's what, hey, listen, we can't do a lot when it comes to Bose about bringing the price way down because they don't do that. But what we can do as HSN, as a company, we can make it more affordable by splitting up the payments for you, which is great. All right, we are gonna wrap up on these. Hey, listen, we've got the Bose Sound Sport. We're not gonna spend any time on those today, but we have them available. These are the truly wireless earbuds from Bose. They're $199.99, come with their little recharging case, and they come in colors too. If you'd like to pick those up, those make a really nice gift. You know, if you've got somebody on your list that you wanna spend a little bit of money on, and you wanna give them something really high quality, because these go in your ear and then they wrap a little bit around, but then they say Bose across the middle, which is cool. You pay for them, you want to see the name. So you get those. They come in black, they come in blue. I almost got the hiccups there. And then they also come in orange. We're calling that navy citron. And they come in black. Very cool. 6 Flex of $33.33. All right, let's talk about your TV for a sec. This is called the Solo.
This is awesome.
This thing is absolutely amazing. It's the Solo all-in-one TV sound system. It's $249.99. It's 6 Flex of $41.67, and it's free shipping and handling. If you want to experience the ultimate in high quality audio for your TV, because let me tell you this, a regular TV will have usually 2 speakers, and they're about as big as a $50. Teeny tiny, right? That's because the TV is about a picture.
Exactly.
Not really, it's not a stereo.
Right.
Even though it'll say it comes in stereo sound, you know it's not making a lot of noise. If you add this Bose speaker bar, not only are you gonna crank it up exponentially, it is going to blow you out of the water in the room. Now, this is a customer pick with over 110 5-star reviews out of 150, so that's mostly 5-star reviews. It has a very simple connect to your TV, so a very compatible device to be able to use. It only weighs, what's it weigh, about 4 pounds?
About 4 pounds.
That's it.
Yeah, and you can wall mount it. You can have it sitting right on the console if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Really simple and easy. And let's give you a taste here of what it's gonna do. So as we are going to show you the difference between TV sound that's gonna come out of your TV speakers and the sound that you're gonna have from Bose. So here's your TV sound. Not bad, but remember, as you have smaller televisions, you're gonna have smaller speakers because they need to fit into that flat panel, right? Now, let's go to Bose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel it coming out.
Right?
You know, and not only will it increase the various levels and make them perfect, but it also will bring up the vocals so you can hear what people are saying as well. Listen to that. Okay,
TV sound.
Before.
Bose sound.
It's crazy.
It is, right?
Yeah.
So again, TV sound.
Yeah.
Bose sound.
That's crazy. It's unbelievable. And you know what it is? It's the difference between being at a concert and listening to one.
Exactly.
Right? It's like you really feel like, it's almost like when I go to the opera, or not the opera, but when I go to see a Broadway show.
Yeah.
The music is almost the whole experience is the music, right?
Yes, that's the beauty of it. So what happens with the Bose, with one connection, now here's the cool thing, it literally is like being at that concert, to your point, Guy, but what happens is that you just plug in one cable. It comes with the optical cable, you plug that in, you're not knocking out drywall, you're not hiring a technician, you're not having anybody come and visit your home that has to install this. You plug in one connection and you are gonna be good to go. That's just how easy it is. So if you now want to bring to life your movies, your concerts that you watch at home, any television show, you're gonna be able to bring it to life with this Bose. Now, let's think about, since we talked about concerts, let's just take a look at a concert right now and take a listen to the difference that Bose is going to make for you. TV sound. Okay. A little tinny, but we can tell that we're there, right? Now, let's hear Bose and let's hear the difference.
Yeah, it's a whole different world. That's unbelievable. That is just crazy.
That is amazing, isn't it? So again, if you missed that, I'll show you again. Here's the concert, TV sound. Same instruments are playing.
It's hard to believe people put up with that.
Maybe
they don't know any better.
Right, until you have experienced Bose, you don't realize what you're missing.
Yeah.
Here's the difference.
Wow.
TV sound.
Yeah.
Ready? Bose sound, here we go. Listen to that fiddle. Listen to those vocals.
That's just crazy. I mean, you're listening to it the way it was supposed to be listened to, as if you were at a concert. Now, the sad part for you, unfortunately, you can discern a difference on your TV, but if you're just listening to your TV on your TV's sound system, you're still not even catching the full effect of what this does when you plug it in. Now, this also, in addition to having just the ability to do that to your TV, it's got, I mean, it's a Bluetooth Connect, so you can play your music off your devices, off your phone, whatever, and you've got a speaker bar that'll launch the music into the room as well. So sort of like our our Bluetooth speaker that we just showed you, this has that same ability to be able to do that with a tablet or an electronic device. So whether it's your phone, no matter what kind of phone you have, whether it's an Android phone or a iPhone, doesn't matter. You can link and sync up your music with that as well. So your wireless Bluetooth compatibility is a big deal as well. Has a universal remote that makes it very easy to be able to work. If you want to get this home, it's free shipping, as is all our Bose products today. And it's 6 payments of $41.67. So we can break that up very, very easily for you.
Ready for it? TV sound, Bose sound. You be the judge. And when you hear this in your own home, it's astounding.
That's crazy.
TV sound, Bose sound. TV sound. Now, if you're investing in one of those brand new fancy televisions, you know, for a couple $1,000s, why would you settle for this when you can have Bose and you can have this?
Yeah. A TV is very limited in what it can do, all right? As we said, TV is more about picture than it is about sound. I mean, about 99% of this TV is dedicated to picture, and probably 1% is dedicated to sound.
Because now we're making the television so slim, there's not enough room for that speaker to give you that bass.
It used to be in a cabinet, which came with these big stereo speakers, so you really would get that kind of a sound, but then most people didn't have room for something like that, and it was very expensive. So they've minimalized the speakers, but you can add that back. We have Lois, our girl Lois is on.
Hi, Lois.
Hi, Lois. She says the regular TV sound is awful. She said you can't hear your show, but then they blast the commercials. She says I need this. So again, everybody talking about Bose. Well, you can't say anything bad about Bose. So Bose is great. If you want to get it, what I really, really love about this is that, especially if you're a senior out there, you know, and you're having any issues trying to hear stuff. I know not so much my mom, but her husband John has a little difficulty, so he has to crank the TV up just to hear the spoken words.
Right.
And what these systems do is they actually will help to elevate vocals. Vocals are much more crisp in their tones than some of the background stuff in TV. So it'll elevate those in addition to those other elements. So it'll make the vocals sound better to you. You'll be able to hear it, and you won't always having to be cranking up the TV. And the problem when you crank up speakers on a TV, just like with any other speakers, is you crank them so loud, you wind up getting distortion on the TV speaker. Because it does not have the kind of technology, subwoofer technology and all that stuff, which is what gives you those deep basses and the tones that move you. Your TV can't do that. So only a speaker bar can.
To illustrate your point, if we play this video, you'll hear the difference in the sound effects, you'll hear the difference in the dialogue. So here's what Guy's talking about. So let's go in and show you TV sound.
I have been here long enough for them to recognize me. I learned to ignore the whispers, the lingering glances.
Bose sound.
At least I could carry out my work in peace. They knew not to ask questions.
Her vocals right on top of it, but you can hear all the detail.
You hear all the little sound
effects. Even the clank of the speaker.
There's a reason. And just like that, it's time again.
So there it is, TV. So let's listen to TV just for a couple of seconds.
So, not much.
Ready?
I understand.
TV sound, regular sound, Bose sound. Now, that is impactful. It's literally like you're on the edge of your seat if you're watching that music video, if you are front row at a concert. You get the idea here, right? So let's take you to the oceans so that you can see again for yourself just how incredible the sound quality is. TV sound, Bose sound.
And I'm behind it. Let me get in front of this thing.
Right?
That's crazy.
Here's the difference.
You know, and look at how small the bar is. I mean, honestly, you know, when you look at the size of the TV, it's only a couple of inches up there, and it's about 20 inches going across.
About 20 inches across, about 4 pounds. Yeah, and yet packed with power on the inside. I mean, when you think about how much TV you watch, you're missing half the experience if you're not getting that Bose sound. It's the difference in sort of peering through a window and being right there at the ocean. It's like you're in that plane flying over. That's the beauty that you're gonna have from Bose.
You know, somebody will go and spend $1,000 on a TV, and they won't think about the system. Exactly. Hey, by the way, I want to give you a piece of advice too. If you've got an existing surround sound system, this won't work with that. This gives you your virtual surround sound. Because I know in my setup, I've got like 6 speakers like all wired into a receiver and stuff like that. You can't use both at the same time.
Well, then you would have your drywall set up. You would have all right? With this, you just plug
I
in
had somebody
one...
crawl under my house to do that.
Right?
I wouldn't, you couldn't pay me enough money to go under my house. I know what's crawling around out there.
Especially now with the flooding, you're in Florida,
God.
exactly.
Poor dude that did it told me some stuff he saw under the house. He's like, yeah, you don't want to
You don't want to go underneath there,
but
right?
you don't have to do that.
No.
And I trust, let me just tell you this, I would have done this in a heartbeat because my surround sound system, to have those guys do it, the speaker, each one of those speakers was like $100 speaker. Wow. I have 5 of the subwoofer was $300
Not
for
the
that.
cost of the labor.
No,
the
that's
cost
just
of the unit.
The surround sound system was like $1,200 to have it installed because you need a receiver to run it through, and the receiver's another $400 or $500. So you can go out and spend a fortune, or you can do this. And by the way, unfortunately, you know, I had to have them drill under the house because I didn't want wires all over the place.
Right.
This you'll love because it's one simple plug. That's all that you need to do to connect it. You know, the HDMI is what connects it, and then your power source. That's all you need to deal with, and you're good to go. It has another fully functional remote that'll help you do what Leah's doing. Because hey, maybe you don't want to turn it on all the time. Maybe you don't want to hear it. You'll get used to it, and you'll love it all the time. Keep in mind too, you can also link this up with your other devices. So if you've got a phone or a tablet that has music on it, maybe you got Christmas music on your phone, and you're like, you know what? I don't need the TV on. I just want to play music out of my big sound bar.
Bluetooth, yeah. So you don't have to use it with your television. You can use it with your tablet. You could use it with your phone. You could take this anywhere.
You could take it to like an office party.
Absolutely.
Put it just put it like up on the sill.
Exactly.
Take your phone, play your music.
Jam out, exactly.
That'd be awesome.
So the difference is really the Bose quality. It's gonna deliver for you, again, that big bass. It's gonna deliver for you the nuances, more clarity, so it's easier to hear. And everything from dialogue to details, Bose is engineered to help you discover what sound is all about. So again, here's your TV sound. Here's your Bose sound. TV sound and Bose sound. So clearly one piece in the sound bar to give you noticeably better sound for anything that you're watching, anything that you're listening to. TV sound and Bose sound. So one cable setup, it's that easy with your optical cable, and you're good to go.
I love this thing, it's amazing. We've got Rose on the line. We have Keith is with us today. Rose says true flat screen TVs don't have decent surround sound, so it's annoying, and I miss that when I used to have that on my huge TV. So Gail's with us as well. So lots of friends having fun and shopping with us. And again, if you have any questions, please let us know. Hey, coming up in just a bit, the star of the show always has to be the
Wave.
Yeah, the Wave 4 music system. This thing is amazing. It's always a customer pick, obviously. How can you not be a customer pick when you come from Bose? It is on 6 Flex. Look at it. Not just a customer pick, because let's say 4, I can't read, is it 4.5 or 4.8? It's up there. Anyway, it's got VIP financing on this one. How are we doing, 9 months or a year? We're doing 9 months on this one, and we'll work out the math for you. So instead of $100 a month, I think it'll be $66 a month, if my brain still functions properly in a mathematical way. And by the way, this is the best of the best when it comes from Bose. Not only is it Bluetooth, but it's also Wi-Fi, which is a big deal. We'll talk about why that's important, but it is the latest and greatest from the folks at Bose. And we make it affordable by putting it on a monthly payment. Boy, and I'll tell you something. You know, when you think about $66 and change per month for 9 months, once you own this, you're gonna have it probably forever. I'm just gonna tell you that. I've had mine original for 11 years. I've never done anything to it. Actually, you know what I did one time? I bought one of those discs that cleans your CD tray. You just pop it in, let it play for like 30 seconds, and it gets the dust out of there. But I've never done anything else to it. And mine doesn't even have Bluetooth. I still have to plug it into my music,
the older
which
one.
is a pain in the neck.
This is a new one.
I mean, you can buy an adapter and all that. This is the one that's coming up, has the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi.
And the Wi-Fi.
Leah will tell you why that's important in just a bit. But before we get to that, let me shift gears and let's talk about quiet comfort. So in the world of headphones, there are all kinds of different great ones out there, and we carry them here as well in Beats and things like that. But I will tell you, and this is the truth of it, is that when you look at a lot of the musicians out there, what you will see them wearing, and a lot of professionals that are in the recording industry that sit at editing tables and things like consoles and stuff like that, they have Bose on their head. You'll be surprised how many stars you see doing videos, and you look at what they're wearing on their head, and it's Bose. It is Bose Bose is it's the you know the earphones of most headphones of most stars out there. They love it. This is the noise canceling version. Amazing comfort and sound quality. It tops the list out of this. I think they have the best noise canceling technology in the business.
Absolutely,
hands
because
down.
literally it was brought to market by Bose. This was conceptualized by our founder in the 1970s.
So awesome.
The noise canceling. He was on a plane. He was actually on a passenger plane, and he noticed how noisy it was in the cabin. And he said, "There's got to be a solution for this." So in the 70s, they developed noise canceling. So what you have is something that is actively canceling the noise. Now, what's the difference? When you put them on your head, you're going to hear the background sort of be muffled a little bit. But when you turn on the noise canceling option, what's happening is it's reading the sound and the ambiance in the room, and it's actively sending out a signal to combat any noise that is coming at you. So these are not just going to be something that sort of blocks out noise, they are active noise canceling. This is the one that Bose is known for. However, this is the newest version. This is not only the Bose noise canceling headphones, this is 2. What is that going to mean for you? That means you have all of the noise canceling benefits that you and I have loved over the years, but this brand new version features Google Assist. It can also work with Amazon Alexa, and you now have that in your headphones. So not only are you going to have all of the benefits that people have been praising Bose about for years and years with the noise canceling, but you have the newest version. They are totally comfortable and customizable to fit you. You'll see the adjustability. You'll also see this luxury material that we'll talk quite a bit about.
I've never felt anything like it.
Exactly, and the soft touch, you actually have that conforming to your ears to create
like a lambskin, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Buttery soft.
It does.
Yeah.
So it creates this cone of silence. You have left and right, and then here's where the magic happens. One touch to, of course, turn on your noise canceling so you can shut out the world, whether it's the neighbor mowing the lawn or the, you know, whatever the case might be, dogs barking across the street. But here, on the opposite side, you have one touch to your Amazon Alexa or to your Google Assist. You choose what you want to pair it with. And now, all of the benefits that we know from asking Alexa questions or talking to Google, you can do with your earphones. So now you've got literally the cutting edge of technology to either close out the outside noises of the world to create that cone of silence, or to listen to your music in the most beautiful way possible, to hear all of the details, all of the nuances. Because as you hear us talk about the wave coming up, as you hear us talking about the sound bar and the television and even the Bluetooth speaker, having all of that quality, the technicians that Bose has developed, the technology that Bose has developed, is now in your earphones that you can have with you anywhere.
I love that there's even, if you look inside, one like on the cups, I don't know, you can see them on Leah's a little bit easier, but there's an R in one and an L in another.
Yep.
So it tells you which is the right and the left. And another thing I love, now remember, these are totally wireless. So they come with your charger. So you charge these up.
Charge them up. Now, if you wanted to leave them plugged in, you could.
So
you can have them wireless.
And what I love too is that, like on my Mac, it's not Bluetooth. So I can still connect. I can still connect it because I looked inside the case to make sure, because I don't have these. And
you have the cable that it comes with.
The cable comes with it. So if you want to plug, like for instance, 3 weeks ago I traveled to Vermont, and on the new Delta planes they actually had new TVs on there that you could, you needed earbuds for, and you had to plug in. They weren't Bluetooth, which I was happy to do. But they were charging for people in some of the parts of the plane. Lucky. But you can utilize these by just plugging them in. So you have the option to do both. Is what I'm trying to say.
So you can charge them by plugging in the Bluetooth, the USB cable. The small end micro USB goes into the port. This is going to go into your outlet. Or what Guy's talking about, is they actually come with your cables to hardwire them. So you can use them with any device. Now, once you've charged them and you want to use them wirelessly, they're going to hold that charge not only to get up to Vermont, but to get to Australia if you wanted to. I mean, this is 20 hours of charge time coming your way. And even if you ran out of 20 hours, you plug them in for 15 minutes, you're going to get another 2.5 hours.
See, normally when you get the little buds or whatever it is, you get about 8, sometimes you get like 8 or 9 hours.
Which is a long time.
It's a good time. Yeah, it's more than most people need. But let me tell you, the issue is not listening to it in a row. It's just having the hassle of having to charge it every 3 or 4 trips, and you don't want to deal with that. So again, we can't do, these we think we can't discount, but what we're doing for you is we're putting them on FlexPay. That's the key, is that you can get these for $58.33. These are outside of our sound link. These are probably the most giftable Bose item that we have, because when you, hey, listen, they're not for everybody on your list, because unless you really got the dough, but these are for, well, hey, listen,
gift of
there's
a
a guy
lifetime.
there's people, guys and gals that run an office.
Absolutely.
And they would buy, a set of these for people in the office and be like, you probably write it off, but they would do that because of what a gift you could give to your office workers. If you're the lady boss of a company and you're like, I want to take care of everybody.
It's true.
Or if you're, whatever it is, and you want to do something really special to everybody in your office, you can do that really, really easily, and you're gonna love this. So and the sound is just amazing. It's a very impressive gift to give.
Absolutely.
So whether it's maybe it's something special. Maybe Dad, you want to get this for one of your sons who just did something really, really special. Maybe he won a football championship. You want to get him something for his birthday. Anybody out there, maybe you want to buy something for Grandma so Grandma can finally listen to her music and her TV. And boy, if you've got Bluetooth in your TV,
you can listen to it that way as well.
You can do that as well. So, again, Bose at the top end of the spectrum, yes, you pay a little more for that. And I talk about that just so you understand that, like I said, there's a lot of companies out there that really just don't discount. They're in high demand. They're very high quality. You don't see them in a lot of places. They're kind of almost like boutique type items, or they have their own store. But what we do is we break payments up for you. So $58.33 gets it home.
Exactly. And I don't want to apologize for Bose price, because what you're getting is Bose quality. What you have to realize is when you own these for life. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you a true story. I have the earlier version, the version 1, and I flew out to Las Vegas. I left them in the bathroom in Las Vegas. Before I left Vegas, I actually purchased a replacement pair to take back with me on the plane, because I will not get on a plane without them. When you turn this on, if you've never experienced noise canceling, what happens is that literally it's like, you could hear a pin drop. Yeah. It literally is like going into a vortex of silence. It's undescribable until you've actually experienced it. And this is a technology that was developed by the Bose company. Our founder in the 1970s was getting on a plane, a passenger plane, and he said, wow, it's so loud in here, that cabin noise, that rumbling, that roar that happens. You put these on, you turn on that little button on the side, and it's like, everything is silenced. Whether it's the neighbor mowing the lawn, whether it is, the dog barking in the background, whether it's the office noise that's driving you crazy. And then when you want to listen and use them to listen, what will happen is that as you start hearing that music, you hear every little nuance. All that Bose quality has now gone into these headphones that now delivers that Bose quality to you. And then when we talk about charging them and wearing them for 20 hours, that's a big deal. They've got to be comfortable to wear for 20 hours. You have something called Alcantara, which is going to be the same technology that is in those luxury sports cars. You were talking about how it feels like the lambskin. This is also the one with the Google controls, so you can use your Google Assist. You can use your Amazon Alexa there. You can see that Bluetooth. Oh,
that's a great feature too.
Exactly.
Right?
And premium pairing designed for comfort, so they fit to you, and 20 hours of battery life. You run out of 20 hours, plug it in for another 15 minutes, you're good to go for another 2.5. Whether you want to shut out the city noises, whether you want to shut out a noisy neighbor or the airplane noises, or you just love to have silence, this is perfect. Now, on the flip side, it's going to be the best sound you've ever heard. So not only great for noise canceling, but when it comes to listening to, like you said, maybe Bluetooth to your television, or it comes to Bluetooth to your phone and listening to maybe an audio book, this is going to be ideal, because this actually has your controls right here on board. So you can skip to your next track. You can also control the level of noise canceling that you want. Now, with the previous pair that I have, I literally pop them on, I'm good to go. With the new version, you can choose how much noise canceling you want to have. Now remember, that's active noise canceling. So it's not just like you're putting your head under a pillow. What's happening is it's reading the ambient sound in the room. It hears what's happening around around you, and then it sends out a signal to counteract the sound that's coming toward you. So you have technology that is on a whole different level.
That's what you're paying for. Okay, you have to understand. It's like when you buy, maybe you bought a better version of a car, right? And all of a sudden you're like, wow, this has cameras all over the place, and this has heated seats, and this has air conditioned seats. You see all the little things. All that is technology that costs money, that adds to the price of the car. That's why a car is more. It's the same with these. Is that you can you get a stripped down version of these? From another company? Yeah, I guess you could. Will it be the same?
Not the same.
It's not going to be the same.
No way.
You might be happy with it, but that's only because you haven't heard these.
It's true.
See,
it's true.
You can't do this and then go back.
Exactly.
That's the one thing. It's like flying in the front of the plane.
Right.
You get treated to first class one time. You're like, oh no, I can't go back.
I'm always going to do that. Exactly.
Hey, listen. It's all, and I get it. It all depends on what you can afford. And again, I go back to FlexPay. The reason that we the reason we brought Bose in addition to the obvious quality, and everybody loves Bose, is the fact that we wanted to find a way to make it affordable for most people out there, because Bose, like with other products that in its category, are expensive. So most people can't afford them, or they're very aspirational. Maybe once a year, which is what's coming up. It's 65 days till Christmas. So if or any holiday that you celebrate, if you are a gift-giving person and you're like, something, there's somebody on my list, I'd really like to get them something special, because let's put it this way, you're probably not going to buy a Bose for somebody as a gift unless it's somebody very, very close to you.
Sure, or for yourself.
Because it's a $500 or $600 gift, so you're not giving that. You're probably not giving that to the guys in the office. You're probably not doing that, right? But something like this, which is about half the price, you may give to somebody very special. It could be an assistant that's worked for you for years that's just wonderful, right? And you don't want to get him a handbag, or you don't want to get him a wallet, you want to get them something very, very special, universal. Everybody loves it. Guys, gals, men, children, women. Everybody loves this. It's really, reputation comes before it. It's just amazing. So, if you like it, you can grab it. Now, if you joined us late, Leah's first item in the show, very popular, was our Bose SoundLink Bluetooth speaker. So, our most affordable item in the show. So, if you do want to impress somebody with some Bose, how about $50 off? $50 off. We have a little update. Okay, so there's 200 left in black, and then the remainder is in red. So the black is going very, very quickly. So if you wanna grab that, I encourage you to get it, and you will love that sound. And if you've never experienced it before, that's a good entry level for you to come in, and you will still get to enjoy free shipping and 6 flex on that item. Okay, so. Now that we're all relaxed and sitting in, I was ready to sit down.
Hi.
I think I was ready to sit down and relax and enjoy.
Let's have a party.
So let's talk a little bit first about Bose, and we talk about the technology. And I think Rob, we have the technology on tape, right? That we can show the wind demo. Do we have that?
We do the candle demo, so we'll literally show you.
We're going to show that in a minute, but I wanted to show you that we're going to show you the technology. When David Perlow was here, he brought in this little demo, which really shows. But this is the best of the best when it comes to the Wave, okay? It's the Sound Touch. So this is the one that has the Wi-Fi and it has the Bluetooth. So if you've got if you have your music on a phone or whatever it is, you can play without having to attach any wires. You don't need to plug in any cables, any 3.5mm cables to get it. This is also the touch. We're going to show you how that works in just a sec.
Literally, I just touch it
to turn it on and off. What you're talking about is incredible sound at a great value. It is the highest performance. It's award-winning technology, a fresh design that will fit into any decor. It's absolutely beautiful. Everything you need in one compact system. You've got advanced AM/FM tuners built into this. You have that gorgeous on-screen display, built-in CD, built-in Wi-Fi. Just the best of the best when it comes to a system. Bose, over 50 years, committed to research and innovation. They are the ultimate destination for the best in sound performance. So treat yourself this holiday. And as I said earlier, years and years and years and years
since
of entertainment. I've had mine for 11 years, and it's not this one, but it's a version. And I will tell you, The best, one of the best investments I ever made was in a Bose Wave music player.
And everyone that owns one says the same exact thing. This case, you're getting the Wi-Fi system of the Soundwave 4. You're also going to have the total touch controls. You see how easy that was to just swipe it on the top to turn it on and off? This is not only your radio with 12 different presets, AM, FM, your CD player, as we're listening to it right now, Bluetooth through any of your devices, Wi-Fi, so you can have access to over 20,000 different internet radio stations. You have volume control right here on board to fast forward through your tracks. It works as your alarm. You can actually set 2 different alarms at 2 different times and wake up to 2 different things. Maybe you want to wake up to music, I want to wake up to the radio. You have that option, and you simply and easily toggle through the modes that you want to have. What's great is it even dims for you, so you have a dimming mode in the evening time. And if you wanted to end the party, you turn it off.
That's awesome. Just give it a little pet.
That's without, exactly, that's without the remote, right? You want to turn it on, you simply turn it on. It's that simple and that easy. In this case, now we're going to play some music with that CD. So you choose how you want to use it. This is the iconic Bose system. I know you've gone wax poetic about it because you own the former version.
I don't like listening to this one because I want this one instead, but I'm not going to get rid of my other Bose that I have. Well, because I have to,
keep
you know why?
Life.
Because mine doesn't have Bluetooth.
Right.
And I have a ton of music on my phone, but what I did do, I bought the 3.5mm cable, and I have to, but my phone has to stay this close because the cable's like that big.
Right.
So the phone has to stay right next to it, which is fine, but it would be nice to have Bluetooth.
This one has the Bluetooth. This one also has Wi-Fi. So if you don't have the Bluetooth, I'm assuming you don't have the Wi-Fi.
Thanks for rubbing that in the wound, Leah. Yes, I don't have Wi-Fi either.
So what Wi-Fi means is time for you to upgrade, guy.
You know, it's funny. I paid $4.99 for mine too.
Wow. And now
that many years ago it was expensive back then. Well, they were even more because they were launching this technology, and everybody knew the name because don't forget they've been around for 50 years.
More than that.
Yeah, more than that. But this technology, I don't know how far it goes back. I got mine about 10, 11 years ago, and I will tell you the sound is still fantastic. But like you said, a lot of that wasn't available.
It wasn't even around. Yeah. So let's explain to you the Wave technology, because what Bose has done through our technicians and years in development is been able to give you technology that is really a step above. Wave technology basically moves the sound using the natural acoustics within the unit to give you an amplified sound, to give you, but not only louder, more distinctive when it comes to the quality, so that you have more clarity, more detail, and without having to knock out drywall, without having to hire a technician, without having to have people come over to your house to hardwire it, you have one unit that now is your radio, your CD, your Wi-Fi music player with over 20,000 different options. It's now going to give you an ability to fill the entire room because of this sound wave technology. Now, we're gonna make it visual for you. What we've done with David, who came in from Bose earlier, is literally going to show you, and I'll let him walk you through this. Let's take a listen to David.
You have to talk it over.
Oh, so.
Yeah, I guess we don't have his sound.
Got it.
Okay.
So what he's doing, he's holding up the speakers. Now he's going to use the wave.
You do or you don't?
To.
Hold on, Leah.
Hopefully we'll have the music playing, because you'll want to hear the music with the.
Oh, I got
with
you.
the candles.
All right.
Okay, here's the speakers. You'll see them, you know, obviously the music playing, you see the light moving on there, right? Now, watch what happens when he attaches it to the wave system. Look at that.
That's crazy.
Look at that.
That's so cool.
Is that amazing? So the difference is when the speakers are attached using sort of a simulation of the wave system, the power and the impact now becomes so strong that the candles are literally blown out. Yeah. That's the difference in what Bose delivers for you. It's proprietary technology that was developed by the Bose company, so that now you have something that does not only louder, but is distributing the music in a way that gives you more clarity, more detail, more delineation of each one of the instruments, of each one of the notes. It's literally as if you were in a sound engineering booth, and I've spent a lot of years living in Nashville, as a matter of fact, in the engineering booth and sitting with, actually interviewing for television, sound engineers and musicians as they would come in and cut the tracks. And when you think about the hours and days and years that literally, sometimes it's a year in the work to deliver one album. You know why? Because it's the nuances. Then when you're playing that out of something, you know, teeny little tiny gadget, you miss all of that magic. With Bose, you miss none of the magic. With Bose, it's like recreating that moment that you were in the studio, and you're able to have that.
And when you think about it, I don't know if you remember when you were a kid, and you would take like you know, maybe you had a paper towel roll and there was a tube inside there. And it's funny because if you talked in one end and it'd come out the other end, it was like loud coming out of the other end, and you could like put it to your ear. I mean, just like, because basically sound travels in waves, right? We all learned that as kids. It's just like when you see you know, a ripple on the ocean, imagine that in the air. It's the same thing. It travels in waves. So if you contain the waves basically in a almost like a pipe or a tube, and then you allow it to be released all at once, right where the speakers come out, that sound is going to be more deep, it's going to be more concentrated, it's going to be more focused, and it's going to all come at you all at once rather than escaping. And I think with like old transistor radios and old speakers, remember they're not a sealed environment. They don't use the same technology, so you just don't get that same sound. That's kind of a simplified way to talk about it. I want to remind everybody again before we listen. We're going to crank it up in a minute, but 9-month VIP, $66.66. I don't know any other place where you can get it without having to pay any interest charge or whatever, that makes it as easy as we do. So $66 and change, and you have it paid off, and you will have it for years and years and years. Should we test it?
Sure, let's test it.
See how loud we can get this guy.
Absolutely. So, again, what we're doing now is playing wirelessly from the tablet. So I'm controlling the music just so you have an idea here from the tablet, because you can do that with,
now
again, 20,000 different stations on the internet.
So this is
now,
low.
here we go. Let's just jam it on out for you. Now, that is just giving you an idea from the tablet. So that is the max volume coming out of the tablet. Now, to give you an idea, same music, if you want to get an idea of the sound quality. Okay, fasten your seatbelt.
Yeah, the disc is much louder.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, imagine this in your home. What it does is create, I'll let you listen for a moment.
By the way, we have it cranked up. Let's do it at around 70.
So we'll turn it down to give you an idea of when you have this literally in your home, it gives you that sound that is filling that room. Now you can, without having to have a technician come over and knock out drywall, do sorts of all configurations in your home, this is going to give you, because of the sound wave shifter, whether it's in the back of the room, whether it's in the front of the room, whether it's sitting on a shelf or a bookcase, whether it is, I have mine in the corner of my office so it can bounce off the walls there.
Yeah.
You have something that literally will give you a sound like nothing you may have ever heard before, and that's why Bose is known for that kind of quality. Whether you're using the CD, the radio, the Bluetooth, the Wi-Fi, whether you're waking up to it in the morning with not one but two different alarms, whether you are using it at a low volume as a background for a dinner party that you're having, or whether you're jamming out, you've really got the utmost in sound. And for the holidays.
Oh my gosh, I have, it's funny, I have a cabinet. It's like a half moon cabinet. I guess it was a China cabinet or wherever. It's this thing I got at an antique store years ago, but I have in it, I just have odds and ends, but I have mainly the music for the Bose. The Bose is on top of it because it's in the middle of the house. And I have the Bose on top, and I have sections, like I have a whole stack of holiday CDs that I love. And I love CDs. I mean, I've got a lot of music on my phone, but I still love my old, like I've got Tony Bennett CDs and Frank Sinatra, all the classic Christmas
for the holidays.
things. And here's the deal. The reason it's a little more advantageous to keep those CDs is because the CDs crank a lot louder than the music from your tablet.
Depending on how you want to control it.
Depending on how you control it. And I just find that I get more of a, it's like a record, you know, when you played records, it was just, there's something about it. So anyway, but the point being is that I've got everything just stacked there, and I have all my holiday music. I have like reggae music in another section. I have it all broken down. I have the same thing on my collections on my phone. But what's wonderful about this is you can utilize that to play your music collections on your iPhone or on your Android phone, on your tablets, whatever it is, wherever your music is stored, whether it's on a disc or it's on your phone, you can play it with Bluetooth. This is Wi-Fi as well built in. So you've got everything you could possibly want from Bose in one system. Again, $66 and change to get it home. You pay that off over 9 months. There's no interest charge. Just pay it off. The only time you can get slapped with a fee is if you don't pay your stuff like you agreed to, which is 9 months.
Exactly.
Free shipping and handling too. And like I said, I know this is a considered purchase, but let me ask you this. How much was your refrigerator? Right? And I know you have to have a refrigerator. Longer. How much was your dishwasher? I paid $600 for a dishwasher. And you know I never use the dang thing anymore because it's like, it's just me and Danny. I'm like, I'll just wash the darn thing. Right. But you pay that and you know what? You'll get much more enjoyment out of this. And I will tell you this, I will guarantee this will probably last longer than your dishwasher. Well,
for many people like you, a dozen years or longer, because now it's future ready, right? Now with the Wi-Fi, when you think about the exponential amount of growth on the internet and the number of stations that are constantly growing, whether you are using this with your internet stations, whether you are using this with your older technology, your CDs, of course, many of us have, like collections like you have with the classics. You don't want to give up those CDs. Now you can use them and hear them like maybe you've never heard them before. You put that together with Bluetooth and you're going to be able to use all of the catalog of library that you have now amassed in the digital world. So now you've got the total package to give you that sound. And I love this track. This is, let's bring in the holidays, right? Let's hear the detail that you're going to be able to enjoy. What's great about it is that now you can have that all year round, whether it's for that holiday listening, whether it's going to be for, you know, a dinner party that you want to have, whatever the case might be. And we'll just play it one more time.
And I will tell you this, if you've never listened to Bose before, and you put it on for the first time in your house, be prepared to be blown away.
Blown away.
It's not, even I who had like old, you know, sort of the old hi-fi built-in cabinet system, when I put this in my house, I was like, are you kidding me? It almost defies logic that so much sound can come out of something so small.
And this is at 63. Yeah. This isn't even, I mean, we're not even cranking up the volume. Awesome. I mean, we were at 80. We're not even like we're not even getting to the top. I never turn it on.
I don't think I've ever turned it all the way up. You don't have to, like we said. Hey, listen, we're down to about a minute. And honestly, you can buy it all day. I don't care when you buy it, but just write down some of the specs if you were interested. The fact that it has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, know that it's the latest and greatest when it comes to Bose. Company's been around for a long, long time. And if you get, like I said, if you get something like this, maybe it can be a family gift for you and your husband or your wife or your kids, or maybe it's something you know, something we get, a lot of people buy this for their office.
Absolutely.
So maybe, you know, maybe you're a lady that runs a big office and you're thinking, hey, listen, I would love to have music this holiday, you know, or maybe whatever it is, you know, maybe you're a fireman and you're thinking, hey, I gotta buy this for the boys.
For the whole station.
They can all chip in for the station.
Exactly.
So that you can have music. It really makes a difference. And yes, you will pay more, but as Leah and I said, it is worth it.
You buy it once, you buy it for life.
Really
That's the difference with Bose. And this is the iconic Wave 4 with the Wi-Fi. So keep that in mind if you're price comparing. You'll love it.
Thank you so much,
of
Leah.
Course. Happy
Got
holidays.
to spend a lot of my morning with the lovely Leah. Hey, coming up next, I am sticking around. So shifting from electronics to heading outside for the HSN Garage. I'll see you on the other side.
Start your Merry update for today. $50,000 can be yours if you're the winner of the HSN and QVC Black Friday sweepstakes. Go to hsn.com and search sweepstakes for a chance to win daily prizes from your favorite brands or our $50,000 grand prize. Today is your last chance for holiday Host Pick special pricing. Search Host Pick at hsn.com for great gift ideas. And tune in tomorrow for a beauty visit from Beekman 1802. Find your Mary on HSN and hsn.com.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Computers, printers, cameras, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered with a plan that offers repair or replacement should something go wrong. And portable electronics feature accidental damage from handling, which covers unintentional mishaps like everyday drops, spills, and cracked screens. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
Thing I love about shopping at HSN for the holidays?
Oh, that one's easy. FlexPay.
FlexPay is like Santa's little helper.
It allows me to get everything on my gift list
And make monthly payments with no interest or fees.
Even if you're on the naughty list.
I got a gaming system for my nephew,
a pair of funky boots for my sister,
And a little something just for me.
FlexPay allows me to be the best gift giver I can be
without the worries of paying for all of my holiday shopping at once.
Beat that layaway.
Our story is a little unexpected.
A couple city boys, all of a sudden living on a farm in a town of 500 people. And that's when Farmer John showed up.
My goats needed a home.
What do you do with goats?
Luckily, one of our neighbors showed us how to make soap using goat milk.
And Beekman 1802 was born. We work with local artisans to make all sorts of amazing products, from soap to beauty, natural cleaning products,
and goat poop.
chocolates.
Beekman 1802 at HSN.